It's clear.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Ghassan Najjar. I'm from Burin village, south of Nablus, in West Bank, Palestine. Uh, I am a social and agriculture activist, and I just want to thank you all to having me in this event. I really appreciate it. I will kind of give some information about my village. Burin is a small village south of Nablus. Is It's agricultural village. It's surrounded by three illegal settlement and two soldier camp. Like we are in the middle. Uh, Purin have around 28,000 dunums. Purin famous for olives trees and the oil. We make best oil in Palestine in Purin. And also Pauline suffering from the settlers and the army usually every day. We're talking about since 2004 until now, Pauline lost more than 17,000 olive tree by burning and cutting, and now the settlers have a new idea they're using. It's like poisoning the land. The problem not with the poisoning like the trees, exactly the trees. The problem with the soil because when they put the poison at the trees, they kill the trees and they kill also the soil. And this is like need time until the soil start work again to plant. We're talking about many attack in Borin. We lost more than 75% from Borin land for the settlement, and it's making a military area zoo, especially after October 7. To be honest, there is no difference between after October 7 or before October 7. There is just one difference. Before October 7, when the settlers attack the village, soldier coming and protect the settlers. But now, after October 7, settlers and soldiers attack together, like they have same plan and they're supported by them government. This is the problem like we have in the village. If you're coming to live one day or one week in the village, you can touch the suffer when we are living like usually every day here. The last attack, it was last night when the settlers invaded many houses in the village and destroyed them. Burin, since 1 years, lost three children by killed by the army inside the village. One, it's 8 years old, and 12 years old, and 15 years old. And also, there's many people get arrested from Burin in the last for 5 months. We're talking about really it's attack organized, very organized by the settlers and the army. We're talking about like a three settlement. One settlement is called Yitzhar. It's the most violent settlement, not just in Palestine. We're talking in the world. The most violent settlement is called Yitzhar. It's found in 1982. And also we have Bracha settlement, it found in 1984. And we have Givat Unim in 1999. The problem, not just with the attack, the problem the settlers start control everything in the life. They control the water, they control the electricity, they control the land. Like when the settlers just feel they want to cut the electricity, they will kind of do it like this, like in 1 minute they kind of cutting the water and the electricity. And also in 2007, Burin famous for the spring water. We have seven spring water, five controlled by the settlers and two the people in Burin use it. The two we are using, we discover that the settlers try to poisoning and they put some poison inside in the water to kill everyone in the village. And just one sheeper from the village saw the settlers when they put the poison and we bring the Minister of Health to make the check and they say this water even the animal cannot drinking. Our conflict, for me, it's not conflict. To be honest, it's our problem with the settlers, how they think about the others. We have, and it's hard settlement. It's the rabbi is called Shapira. Shapira, he's the head of the Tzar settlement. He's writing a book. It's called The King. In the book, say we have to kill all the Palestinian children because when they grow up, they were gonna be a terrorist. So the problem in the psychology mind, how they're thinking about us. It's not about conflict about this land for the Palestinian people or for the Israeli people. No, if this land exactly for the Israeli people, why you burning? Why you poisoning? Why you like kill all the trees? You say the God give you this land. If the God give you this land, you have to save it. You have to working, you have to organize it, you have like to making more nice, not to poison the soil, not to poison the trees, not to burning the trees, you know. So for that, we try hard like to fix all this problem happen by our cooperative. We're gonna talking later about the cooperative. We try make some campaigns called like if they bear one trees we can plant 10 trees and we succeed for that because we are sure this is land for us. This is not like them land. We don't have other land to go. But as the settlers who's coming from United States, coming from Europe, yeah, they have land to go and they have double like passport. They can travel if they want. But as a Palestinian, I will say to you, we will not leaving. We are staying here in the last breath. We are struggle here. We are like, we will kind of like make a life here. Like you can see the settlers make a campaign, big campaign, and put it poster in the main streets in the West Bank say, no future in Palestine. Like to push the people leaving. But we tell them, we make the future as a Palestinian people, we will kind of make the future. And they don't know that. All this like propaganda they use it like to make the Palestinian leaving the land will fail. Like we will not gonna happen because they have experience with us. And they have experience that we are as a Palestinian, we are more stubborn that this is our land and we will kind of fighting in the last breath. And we know, like all the world now watching about what happened in Gaza and West Bank. This is like genocide and ethnic cleansing. Like, and the people just talking in the media about that. And no one like move one step to help the Palestinian people. And we said to you, the Palestinian people not weak. And we are still strong and we will kind of fight and we will kind of like do like our best to stay in our land and the planting and the growing all the plant, the vegetables, the trees, everything. This is like small things about like I'm talking about small village called Borin, just 3,000 people living or 4,000 people. What about we talking in West Bank? It's like talking about 2 millions or 3 millions people who's living under attack usually every day. There is no safe in the street. There is no safe in the home. Like when you are sit in the home, in your home, you can just discover that the door explode and the soldier inside your home. This is the life. We are like facing the Nazi and fascist occupation. They just in their mind that they should kill the Palestinian people. And as a Palestinian people, we stay and we are here and we're fighting and we take our stronger also with the freedom people from outside Palestine who support and solidarity with us and solidarity with our issue here. Again, like thank you so much for having me. I will kind of like if anyone have a question, I will answer. And also my friend Moayyad here, he will kind of like talk a little bit about the agriculture things and the situation in agriculture things.
Does anyone have any questions at this point? Thank you, Hassan. Yeah. Okay. Proposition is that we wait with questions until after Moayyad speaks.
Okay.
Thank you, Hassan. Moayyad, would you like to come on? I already introduced you at the start of the call.
Yes, yes. Hi, Alex. Hi, everyone. This is Moayyad Bsharat. I am the lobby and advocacy Director of WAC, Union of Agriculture Work Committee. We host Alex and other volunteers in 2024 campaign, which is Solidarity Shield campaign that we announced to support the farmers in several areas in South Nablus and other governorates in West Bank, especially in olive harvesting season. We as a work, I will give you like some statistics about the situation in agriculture since 7th October till now. And I didn't want to use always 7th October as a claim or that everything from the occupation is started only after 7th October, because the situation in Nablus and this back area C, it's started in 2014, which is the acceleration of Israeli settlement and settler colonial program in all area, and the annexation program of the areas in West Bank. Maybe as many of you know, Area C is from 63% of the total West Bank, and it's the 95% of our fertile land, our resources is in this area. All of Bedouin community is in Area C. 85% of our water resources, it's in Area C also, and it's under the Israeli control. According to Oslo Agreement, unfortunately, it's like Area C, it's totally under civil and Israeli military control. The Palestinian, they have many laws that control them in Area C, while the Israeli, they have the Israeli settler in the same area, they have only one law, which is the Israeli civil law. Just in 24 and 23, these 2 years, there is more than 24,000 Israeli attacks against and violation against Palestinians in West Bank. 18,000 of these attacks is happened and operated by the Israeli occupation army, and the other is operated by the Israeli settler. More than 10th of them is killed by the Israelis after 10 days of 7th October in 2023 in Kusra village. In 2 days, and first day they killed 8, and the second day they killed the other 2 person, even in funeral of the other Palestinians. And some Palestinians killed during the olive harvesting by direct alive ammunition on the chest by the Israeli armed settler. The Israelis also burned more than 96,000 uprooted olive trees in all West Bank. They forced displaced more than 25 Palestinian herding community, which is on more than 1,500 Palestinian families and hundreds of animals, sheep and goats, which is they are both pastoralists, and they are working in their in agriculture and livestock since like more than 40 and 50 years. The settlement grazing regime or system, it's working from the 3 years and till now. They are control more than 700,000 dunums, and they make like more than 96 Israeli outposts in all West Bank. So they make like the settlement and the land grabbing more easy, and facilitate the confiscation of the land toward the Israeli settler. So they came with like one Israeli settler with one caravan and one small group of animals, and he will control and occupy the top of the mountain, which is the natural pasture and the grazing area for Palestinians. So then he will abandon the Palestinian and prohibit the Palestinian to use the land again, and making the life of the Palestinian more and more difficult. In agricultural sector, especially in olive trees, we're talking about 85% of our fruit trees is olives, and we have like around 500,000 dunum. We have more than 9 million olive trees in whole West Bank and Gaza Strip, and we're talking about 96,000 families working in this sector. 9% of this olive is behind the segregation and apartheid wall. And we're talking about another 11% of this land is close to the Israeli outpost and Israeli settlement. So we're talking about 20% of our olives. It's prohibited and restricted to Palestinian to access. According to OSHA report, they're talking about the land behind the wall, the olives behind the wall, and also the olives close to the settlement. Their production is reduced by 93%, which means they are not non-productive anymore. So the Israeli use now a new system, which is they declare that olive trees, they need like 1 or 2 days only in the year just for olive harvesting, and not for like taking care of the tree, irrigation, fertilizing, like organic fertilizing and other things needed by the farmers and the families to maintain the production of olives. And according to that, the Israeli in 2023 and in 2024, they prohibited like hundreds of families to have permits to access to their land. And after that, from 7th of October till now, we're talking about 10 months, the Israeli settlers and Israeli army, they make like more than 940 gates, checkpoints, earth tunnel, and they're making a lot of restriction for the Palestinian movement from their villages toward their access to their land or agricultural land. All of these things hindering the Palestinians to continue accessing to their land, and this is easily to make like a new condition for the Palestinian and to ease and facilitate the forced displacement of Palestinians and to abandon their land, as they are talking about, which is like between brackets, voluntary migration in Gaza. And they're doing the same in West Bank, but in the silence way. They announce from the first day of the war about like the starvation and using the food as like a weapon against like 2 million Palestinian, 2 million and 3 Palestinian in Gaza Strip. And they do it the same in West Bank, but in a silent way. They are, we have now 40,000 Palestinians displaced in 3 main refugee camps in the north of West Bank, and no one talking about it. They destroyed totally Jenin camp and Tulkarim camp, refugee camp in the north. And they destroyed, like one checkpoint in the north of the Jordan Valley, which is the Yasir checkpoint, is closed for more than 45 days. It's making the life of 3 villages, it's like very hard. And they isolated them from other parts of West Bank. These villages, they are agricultural. They produce plants and vegetables, and they didn't have any kind of ability to market their products from their village to other parts of West Bank. Burin, for example, one of the examples, they have like one gate and they have like another checkpoint. So when they close the gate of Burin and also the checkpoint, Burin will be like isolated totally from other parts of Nablus. Sometimes I need like several weeks to meet Ghassan in face to face, because it's difficult to enter Burin and it's difficult to meet like in Nablus city, because the checkpoints and even the light, it's very restricted. From Burin to Nablus, it's like 5 minutes in the car. You need like 3 hours. Sometimes you cannot go to Nablus. Sometimes you need like to spend like 1 day just to enter Nablus and to go back from it. Many emergency cases. One of them, which is like in Jordan Valley, 2 Palestinians killed, died on the checkpoint because the Israeli didn't give them a permission to access and to pass the checkpoint. The situation is very, very complex. And we as OAC Union of Agriculture Work Committees, we are working toward support the steadfastness of the Palestinian. So we implementing like a yearly olive harvesting campaign. So we use this campaign to support our farmer, their steadfastness with volunteer, which is they are from local volunteer or international volunteer. And the first time we started, which is the last year for the Solidarity Shield campaign. And we also now re-announce the campaign Solidarity Shield to host several tens of people who came from abroad to stand with the Palestinians, to facilitate them. And your coming to Palestine is like a message of human solidarity. And it's like a message that the Palestinians are not alone. So we are proud to see all of you on the field with us, with our farmers, and olive harvesting in this season, because we see that the Israeli right-wing government, they will making this season very, very bloody, because they see that the world is silent from the genocide in Gaza, which is continuous every day, hundreds of people killing, and no one do anything against Israel. And they do the same from like 3 months, even in the north part of West Bank, and even the people of the world, they are silent. They are doing nothing against Israel, so they feel they are not accountable, so they can do anything, and they didn't uh, respect the international law, so they can do for displacement, killing, anything in West Bank, and this will make the Palestinian life very, very complicated. On the other hand, we making like a fundraising campaigns as a work to receive donation to support our campaign, which is Stop Gaza Starvation campaign, to support our people in Gaza, and to support also the Palestinian Area C, their steadfastness and their existence, because the existence of the Palestinian farmer or a small scale food producer, it's like a message of resistance, which is the agricultural resistance. It's like a message. This is what we can do it as a Palestinian in face of the lack of the international support for us to face this criminal on the ground. So our existence on our land, it's like a resistance. I will stop here, and if you have any question, I can answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Moayyad, for sharing and for your time. I'll just ask the audience if there's any questions for you or for Ghassan at the moment. Are there any questions for Moayyad or Ghassan, or anything you would like to share?
There's thousands to what to say in this moment. But I don't know if nobody else like. So,
Okay, if you want, you can speak directly to them. Sure. So then,
Hi. It is better. I think so. Can you hear me? Hi, Azam. Hi, Moayyad. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and it's a great honor to connect here. It's a great honor. Just the amount of resilience you've had, I get so angry, and I think about how much injustice all of your life you already suffered, and your parents and your parents' parents probably. Um, of course, talking here from the Netherlands, where we raise resistance in many different ways because our government is very complicit. We have a duty and an honor to be in solidarity with you until you're free and you've liberated yourself, and we have taken down the fascists here and you overcome colonialism there. Um, I I just wanted to raise, of course, we will donate to your campaign, but also thinking about solidarity in all of its articulations, and especially as a farmer, like what are your needs? What are you calling on the international community to do? Yeah, if you can speak to that, because of course your needs are many, from better water to uh, yeah, so many different levels. But I wonder if you can speak to it. Thank you so much.
Sorry, one sec before you start answering. Yeah, do who of you would like to go first? Have a Hassan, I see you unlocked your mic.
Why do you want to talk or?
لا من بعدك
Okay. يعني about like the international community. You hear me? Or there's another question?
Sorry?
Okay.
Uh,
Like about the international community, like to be honest, like we say a lot before, and we keep saying the same things. Uh, we are care about like really the freedom people, the people who's believe our justice here, the people who's believing our right, the people who's believing our resistance. Uh, this is not just like the Palestinian struggle. No, this is for all the people around the world struggle. The people who's really believe the humanity, the people who's believe that we have the right as a Palestinian people to live our life normal like anyone in the world. We need them just like to stand up for the freedom, to stand up for the justice, to stand up like for the humanity. That's it. We don't need like them to carry the gun and coming to fight here, the Zionists, and like to be with us here. No, you can do a lot in your community. You can do a lot like education, be in the street, boycott the Zionist stuff. That's the real like revolution between our as a Palestinian and the international people who's believing our struggle here. So usually like the people should like stand up not just for the Palestinian people, they should stand up for themselves. Why the people keep silent until now for what happened in Gaza, what happened in the West Bank? What the reason for that? Why the people until now not in the street to change the situation for them? Your government, it's like participate the genocide. They support the genocide. All the government, even the Arab government, they support the genocide. We not just ask you as the international people to stand up. We ask also about our brother, the Arab people to stand up. Unfortunately, we are alone here under the genocide, and the people just like writing in the Facebook and the social media and the TikTok about the video. Okay, that's good. Maybe that's good, the social media. But where's the people in the ground? Where the people in the street? Why we didn't see them again in the street? They should move. Where's the people in university? Why there's no education about the Palestinian issue? We need you like to stand up as a humanitarian and say we are as a Palestinian have the right to live as anyone That's it. We're talking about peace. Peace means no occupation. That's the meaning of peace. We will not accept like someone slapped me in this side, give him other side. No, this is not the peace. This is humiliated. This is insulting. So we appreciate like all of you that you stand with the Palestinian people, but we need like more to be in the street to push your government to stop support like the Zionist people for the weapons and the gun and the rocket and all of this the war things and stop the genocide in Gaza and stop the ethnic cleansing in West Bank. That's it. It's easy.
Yes, I can add over what Ghassan said. It's like there is a group now, international group, which is the Hague group. It's working to follow and to chase the Israeli leaders in everywhere to take them to the International Criminal Court and to working according to the UN Assembly decision to end the Israeli occupation in 1 year. So from the UN decision to end the Israeli occupation in 1 year, it's like 6 months is done. So we are waiting another 6 months to end the Israeli occupation on the ground. And I think it's not reliable and it's not reality on the ground because we know them. They are even expanded in Syria and in Lebanon, and also they want to annex West Bank. What is the practical thing to do it is like sanction. Sanction is the first and the most important thing that you can do it against a regime, a Zionist regime as Israel. Because when the Ukraine-Russia aggression started, the European Union and the United States, they are started like 10,000 sanctions in less than 40 days. While in Israel case, it's like we're talking about 76 years under occupation, and everyone in Europe, even the politician people, they are know the ugly face of Israel on the ground when they came as diplomatic mission on Palestine, and they are knowing before the annexation there is no two-state solution on the ground because Israel take over everything. So sanction over Israel is the most important thing. You can do it with your parliament who represent you in your government to make sanction, economic sanction, trade sanction, academic sanction against Israel, and to put Israel on the corner because they are criminal, they are over the international law, and this is one of the most important things that do it. The people only on the street, it's not enough in front of genocide. It's good when we're talking about generally on occupation, but it's not good and it's not enough when we're talking about hundreds of people they are killing on the ground and no one do things. Statements going on the street, it's not enough. It's like the limits, the minimum thing, it's to put sanction against Israel and to see that there is a justice in the world and the people are similar. Israel supremacy, it's nothing. As we know now, what Trump do even in the world, even in universities, anyone who talk against Israel, they will take the visa from him, and they will be not even. He will lose his or her right to complete his education in USA because he just criticized Israel. So this is the first thing, which is like the sanction, and the second thing, it's like to be a part of the Hague group, which is like from Cuba, Indonesia, Malaysia, and some other South Africa countries who are working against Israel, and even to monitor Israeli soldiers, Israeli leaders, and Israeli parliamentarians who can come to your country to stop them and to not to give them the opportunity to talk and to speak on the streets or on conferences because they are against international law, against human rights, and this is to us as Palestinian, when we see that Gaza is totally destroyed, it's not a viable place anymore. So it's not enough to see like a statement about the situation on Palestine. We need to work, and we see like a strong and free parliamentarian in the EU. They are talking frankly about a sanction against Israel, and this is the first step to dismantle the Zionist entity in our region. Because as you see in our region, in Yemen, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, all of these crises came from existence of Israel inside this region. It's like a carcinogenic entity in our land. Before Israel, under the Ottoman Empire, we are without border. So we are lived together with Syrian, Jordanian, and we didn't face hunger, and we didn't face starvation, and we have the ability to produce food not only for our region, for all the world. And this is the reality. And the existence of Israel as occupation is the most harmful thing against our people. According to us as Palestinian, even we see there is no future. The future is very black. We didn't have the ability to even to think or to plan to next day. For example, for me, in a personal level, I cannot have a plan for tomorrow. How can I see Ghassan, for example, in Nablus? If there is a checkpoint, they will stop, and I didn't go to access to Nablus or to access to Berin. So even our daily life, it's affected by this colonial entity. And I think you have the power, and you can speak frankly and loudly about the Palestinian rights, because it's not a Palestinian rights only, it's a human rights basic. And what happened in Palestine will be happening in your country in the next step. This is the colonial and this is the capitalism.
Thank you. Thank you. Very, very clear messages from both of you, and thank you for explaining it with so much detail and calling not just upon our power to get on the streets, but also to organize more effectively and in solidarity with you. Would you be open to taking any more questions at this point, or would you like to share anything? Also looking at the room to see if there's any more questions. Moments. Hi.
You can go to the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Someone's coming for a question. It's easiest.
Good afternoon. I was wondering if there's any lessons we could learn from cooperatives in Palestine on sharing knowledge and technology. How do you do that between yourselves, and what could we learn from that? Because there's a drive to do this here, and I think it would be interesting to take notes of how you've been sharing your technologies, your knowledge for farming. Thank you.
Who of you would like to go? If you like answer.
Ghassan. يعني خلاص انا بحكي بشكل عام وانت بتحكي عن جمعيتك. تمام. So we as WAC working with around 60 agricultural cooperatives. 25 of them, they are women cooperative. They are working in agriculture, livestock, dairy products, and food processing. All of these cooperatives is scattered in all West Bank and Gaza Strip before the war. Unfortunately, as OAC, we have the both branch in Gaza and West Bank. Unfortunately, every premises, everything demolished in Gaza, even our offices, headquarters, plant nurseries, destroyed totally in Gaza. In West Bank, we are continuous to work with the cooperative to support them and to enhance the establishment of a new cooperative as an economic model for neoliberal policy, privatization, and the colonial regime. So to face all of this, the rise of unemployment level, to produce our own food, healthy food, and to enhance and encourage the young people to going back and to return to their land, we started to work with a small group of in the beginning, small group of young people who are working in agriculture. Then we support them like the principle of cooperative work, and then we register them as a formal and registered cooperative, and we succeed to register in 2022 three cooperatives. One of them, which is Borin Cooperative, Ghassan will talk about it. This cooperative, they have like the ability to work, and they have like the minimum support from us from the beginning, and they continue to rely on their self as a source of income generation project and activities. In the same time, we are working also a local seed bank, which is the only source of local seed bank indigenous seeds to our farmers and to our cooperative. They can use it to produce their agricultural production, which is like healthy agroecology approach to achieve our food sovereignty. So I give the floor to Ghassan to talk about his experience in Borin Ardu Zara project.
Uh, like we're talking about our cooperative here in Burin, it's maybe the idea different a little bit about other cooperative because like we're using as like a social things, like it's a community things more than like to be like the economic or agriculture or all of them. Like our cooperative first, when we like start working into, we started like the situation in the area, especially because we are all of us, we finish university and no one study like agriculture engineer or know about agriculture. We are like already farmers because we're living in the village. We have some information about how to plant and to pick. But after we have like the cooperative, we start thinking like for a three side. First, like the economic things for the member of the cooperative. Second, we think about like struggle things because we are working in the area C, and this is like make like bring a lot of trouble and attack from the settlers to us. And the third thing, it's community things. Why community things? Because like usually as a cooperative, we have like to feel like about our community and to support our community because when we plant, there's around like 10% from the price is going for the activity in the village. And also we have like families, it's like simple family or poor family, around 15 to 20 family. We give them like the vegetable for free. And this is give us more power, like to work a lot in the cooperative. And also we use like the agroecology system, like life without chemical. We didn't use the chemical for our plant. And this is also one part that make us like to think a lot and to make the people respect us and work with us and to be with us. يعني most of the cooperative, not just in Palestine, I'm talking like around the world, when they like become bigger, they're like changes for company. For us, like the last things we're thinking about it is the money things. Like our cooperatives become as a family for us. Like we are 15 person, like 13 women and two men work together every day, together from the morning until the evening, and we discussing everything together. That's make us like more power and like to develop our work a lot in the ground. We work in many ideas in Burin for the agriculture things and also with the community. We help farmers for them plant and we give them advice. We work like the garden for the women to support them for the food sovereignty. All of these things, like, because we are part of our community and we have to help them as they like stand with us when we start like working in the cooperative and establish the cooperative. We should stand with them after we like after we work and we can like plant and sell the vegetables, all of that. Yani we hope we can like make better life for the farmers and for the women in the village by this cooperative. And I think we can do it. And also we receive many volunteer from outside, like to be part of our cooperative, and we have like exchange information with the farmer outside from Italy, Spain, like anyone can contact us and we can discussion like to work like some small project together. And this is like really great. And also like our partnership, the AWAC, all our seed from them. We're taking from the local seed bank, and this is like make our plants more strong because we didn't use chemical things. That's it. This is like the life with our cooperative.
Thank you both. Thank you. Hassan, would you also like to take the opportunity to invite people for the kite festival? You were talking about having some volunteers over.
Yeah, like you don't need invitation, guys. Like you welcome anytime to come in Burin if there's kite festival or not. Yani the kite festival for us, it's day for the children or for the people in Burin. It's become as a big things because the kite festival, it's like a message for the settlers. It's called "This is our sky and this is our land." If we can't fly, our kite will gonna fly. It's first, this is like fun things for the children, but the occupation making us a big things. And always they say about the kite festival in that like a tourist things because the kites fly up of the settlement and have Palestinian flag, and this is like make dangerous for them as they think. Uh, our kite festival gonna be like June 3rd or July 3rd, and anyone want to come in, he's welcome. Like we would like everyone come and to solidarity and support the village and be in the village. That's it. Like anyone want to ask any question about the kite festival in the future, like you can take my WhatsApp from Alex or in my email, and welcome everyone.
Okay, cool. We'll make sure to spread the message and also, of course, about the Solidarity Shield campaign that UWAC organizes annually. Um, yeah, I guess um, we're almost it's almost been an hour. Maybe just check if there's any more burning questions or anything you would like to share to Hassan or Ayat. You're very welcome to come say something as well. Also, it's pretty quiet on this side, but everyone has been listening intently. Is there anything you would still like to share at this point after you've, of course,
Thank you
heard
so
enough?
much, like for this event, and really we appreciate that, and we hope we can like receive you in Palestine and show you the real like challenge we have in the ground and see the truth. Because the talking, it's not like when you're leaving the situation like one or 2 days. Uh, we are ready like to receive you. We would be nice if you coming and show you the situation here because you are our witness, guys. يعني We are like we just like bring you here like to tell the truth without add anything. As we say, without spicy. We don't need spicy. We have like the people to tell the truth and what they see in the ground. That's it. I hope like you can coming and you can see the situation in your eyes, not in Ghassan eyes, because Ghassan living here and see everything every day. We need you to coming and see the situation. If
Yes,
Moayyad want
from
to add something.
yes, 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 from my side, يعني thank all of you to have the time to listen to us and to hear all of these witnesses. At the same time, I want to give you like tomorrow is like 30 of March is the commemoration of the Palestinian Land Day. This is the story of the struggle. It's happened in 1976 when the Israeli killed 6 Palestinians in Sachin inside the Palestinian 1948 land. When the Israeli government started to make like the Galilee project, which is to confiscate 20 kilometers square of land, and the Palestinians go to the simple violent demonstration inside the 1948 land, and the Israeli killed 6 Palestinians, and then the Palestinians consider this each 13 March is the Palestinian Land Day. So don't stop to talk about Palestine. Use your social media to talk about Palestinian Land Day because it's every day in Palestine is a Palestinian Land Day because the killing, everything is happening on the ground. It's need a lot of talk from your side. Do what you ever need from like meeting, conferences, even Zoom webinar with us or with others to give you like the witnesses to listen to us. And as Ghassan said, will be very happy to host you in Palestine, not just to help the farmers on the ground only, also to see and to witness the daily life of the Palestinian under the Israeli apartheid regime. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, both of you. Shukran kathir. Tomorrow we will also have a second part of Reclaim the Seed. So the event that we're doing today will continue tomorrow, and we will also start the day with a commemoration about Land Day. So to also be there together on the 30th of March. Yeah, here's an applause coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Be safe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.